The state of New York is one of the most diverse areas in all of America. From farmland to forest, New York has one of the most fascinating geographical footprints along the East Coast. When you reach the central and upper regions of the state, you'll encounter endless mountains, stunning lakes, waterfalls, and gorges that truly take your breath away. All are products of the Ice Age and Earth's ever-changing landscape. Hi everyone, I'm Jose and I'm in Letchworth State Park, the outdoor getaway known as the Grand Canyon of the East Coast. This is a 17-mile gorge carved by the Genesee River with waterfalls and cliffs that reach up to 600 feet, surrounded by over 14,000 acres of forest. Letchworth State Park is filled with overlooks, offering incredible vistas that showcase the best of New York State's natural environment. So welcome to Upstate New York and a tour of Letchworth State Park.
At the westernmost part of the state of New York is a park that has been crowned the Grand Canyon of the East. The journey begins in the area near Castile, New York, where the Upper Falls take center stage in this vast stretch of outdoor recreation. The Upper Falls is one of the most visited spots in this stunning state park, as tourists gather around the picturesque viewpoints and watch a freight train cross over the Genesee Arch Bridge. The 70-foot-tall, horseshoe-shaped waterfall is one of the most photographed waterfalls in all of New York. Equipped with viewing scopes, visitors can get a closer look at this natural wonder. As I approached the viewing scopes, I observed the strong current flowing at more than 2,000 cubic feet per second. That's a force equivalent to water flowing from 6,000 fire hoses running at full blast. I'm left fascinated by the connection to the Great Lakes system. The Genesee Arch Bridge was once called the Portage Viaduct, replaced in 2017 by the current bridge. The Portage Bridge, built in 1852 by the Erie Railroad Company, was the tallest and longest wooden bridge upon its debut. It was replaced in 1875 by an iron bridge after the wooden bridge was destroyed in a fire. Letchworth State Park receives nearly 1 million visitors annually, as it consistently ranks as one of the best state parks in America. The park is home to 3 primary waterfalls, Upper, Middle, and Lower Falls, and more than 50 smaller falls along the 15,000 acre of parkland stretching for 17 miles. As I continued to observe the Genesee River flowing through the falls, I'm amazed at this breathtaking region where the river travels from Pennsylvania through the gorge at Letchworth and empties into Lake Ontario.
The land that is Letchworth State Park is one of the top marvels along the East Coast, showcasing the abundance of waterfalls ever present in upstate New York. William Pryor Letchworth, a businessman from Buffalo, fell in love with the natural beauty of the area. Letchworth had a fascination with Native American history and the original settlers who inhabited the park, the Seneca tribe. When Letchworth first gazed upon the valley and Genesee River, he knew this would be his refuge from the industrial society that had developed in Buffalo. Determined to preserve both Native American heritage and the natural beauty of the area, Letchworth began acquiring lands to protect the legacy of the Seneca and honor Mary Jemison, the famed frontierswoman known as the White Woman of the Genesee. In 1907, Letchworth donated the lands to New York State, preserving the public grounds from being transformed into another industrial exploitation.
Letchworth State Park is often compared to the Grand Canyon, and that comparison becomes most evident when visitors reach the Middle Falls. The largest of the main waterfalls, its breathtaking flow draws the most attention from visitors. But the beauty found in this section of the park is unmatched, as it plays a pivotal role in many of the park's activities. This scenic trail leading to the Mammoth Waterfall showcases just how truly mesmerizing and majestic it is. At 107 feet tall and spanning 300 feet wide, it's a true force of nature. And just to showcase how stunning the area around the Middle Falls is, visitors standing by the viewing area seem to fade into the distance from across the gorge. A powerful flow of water, 10 times stronger than the upper falls, with a volume of 20,000 cubic feet per second. It would fill an Olympic-sized swimming pool in less than a minute. The Seneca tribe, which inhabited the lands of Letchworth State Park, called the area Segahenda, meaning the Vale of the Three Falls. It was an abundant land for fishing, hunting, and building a village, where the gorge reaches its maximum depth at 550 feet, the inspiration for William Letchworth's acquisition. Observing the Middle Falls from this part of the park showcases the truly amazing landscape of New York State. New York is one of the top 5 states with the most waterfalls in America, containing over 900 waterfalls across the state, including the incredible Niagara Falls. The same glacial activity that shaped regions like the Finger Lakes also carved through the lands at Letchworth, creating this astounding gorge, with areas that have a history dating back millions of years. The Seneca viewed the Middle and Upper Falls as significant places of spiritual importance, representing power and the spiritual flow of life. Like many in the Iroquois Confederacy, they believed this body of water was the giving force of nature. Tourists are left spellbound at the sight of this fascinating wonder, as they get a closer look at the depth of the gorge, becoming an exhilarating experience. The thunderous sounds from the flowing water showcases the vitality of the landscape. A gorge with miles of towering walls and the beautiful, serene colors from a season going through changes. This is one of the many gems hidden in upstate New York that frequently graces the covers of America's tourism. For many decades, the state park has become a postcard within the Finger Lakes region, mixing the natural beauty of the waterfalls with the colorful designs of hot air balloons, a favorite launching pad for the aerial wonders. The Liberty Balloon Company is setting up visitors for an overhead tour of the park, as park goers eagerly watch and capture photos of the extravagant showcase. The Liberty Balloon Company, founded in 1977, has been offering balloon rides over Letchworth since 1987, becoming a staple to the state park experience. These massive aeronautical crafts stand at more than 70 feet tall when fully inflated, spanning a diameter of 50 to 60 feet wide. That's as tall as America's White House. With baskets that can fit up to 8 people, providing a bird's eye view of the fascinating gorge and waterfalls. The pilot increases the flames from the propane that is used to fill the balloon, requiring the balloon to heat up to more than 190 degrees Fahrenheit. And as I observe from the distance, my face fills with curiosity and astonishment at launching these truly magical aircrafts out into the park. And slowly, we watch them depart, one by one, over the Middle Falls. The Liberty Balloon Company was founded by a former United States Navy aviator, creating a family-friendly experience that can reach an altitude as high as 10,000 feet above sea level. And the vibrant colors create a spectacular scenery as the balloons hover over the Middle Falls, where the view from Inspiration Point becomes one of the most breathtaking vistas for visitors. The air balloons travel for an hour's ride during sunrise or sunset, brightening the dim lights that cast a shadow in the park. We return to the heart of the park to learn more about its founder and the story of the settlers before him.
Mary Jemison is famous in American history for chronicling her experience in captivity among the Seneca Native Americans. Mary spent a significant portion of her lifetime in the Genesee Valley, where she was integrated into Seneca culture. The park honored Jemison with a memorial, and at the request of her grandchildren, her remains removed from her final resting place in Buffalo Creek, near the historic Seneca Council House. William Letchworth erected a granite marker to share Mary's fascinating story.
New York and its riveting history with the indigenous of the land. Native American tribes have been inhabiting the Empire State for at least 13,000 years, building an alliance between 5 tribes to form the Iroquois Confederacy. These tribes believed in the great law of peace, promoting reason instead of force to ensure principles of justice, health, and righteousness. This belief became an inspiration to America's founding fathers. The unity between the tribes has been described as the oldest participatory democracy on earth. People of the New World, who were highly respected by William Letchworth, left a history that stretches from the Adirondacks to western New York.
When William Letchworth first visited State Park, he wanted to create the perfect country retreat to escape the bustling city life of Buffalo. He came across a 2-story home that overlooked Middle Falls. Letchworth purchased the home from Michael Smith, got it renovated, and renamed it Glen Iris Estate, after the Greek goddess of rainbows. The estate would eventually become the center of the state park.
The Letchworth Estate has since been converted to Glen Iris Inn, offering guests a fascinating stay at one of America's most popular state parks, where the trickling sounds of water from the Middle Falls fills the ambience of the environment.
During William Letchworth's time in the state park, he built a museum to preserve the Native American history of the area. In the museum, he would store his growing collection of artifacts that were discovered along property grounds. He grew to become well respected among the Seneca tribe and eventually was initiated as a blood brother for his contributions in preserving the land and protecting the Native American history.
With more than 75,000 members as of the mid-1990s, the Mohawk, Oneida, Onondaga, Cayuga, and Seneca tribes, and later the Tuscarora, Shinnecock, and Tonawanda became the federally recognized native tribes of New York State, where we can learn about their history and many of the changes the park has endured in the Letchworth Museum by the Glen Iris Inn. As the afternoon light slowly begins to fade, we make our way to the Lower Falls, the third largest waterfall in the state park. The Lower Falls of Letchworth State Park is a 70-foot tall waterfall that requires a bit of hiking to discover and view its wondrous flow. This waterfall is closely surrounded by cliffs showcasing the prominent geology of the park. Its width is similar to the Middle Falls, with a flow rate of over 2,000 cubic feet per second. Rainbows form at its drop as fading light passes through the mist, illuminating this peaceful waterfall, which is more secluded than the popular Upper and Middle Falls. Looking out into the canyon of the gorge, we ascend to higher grounds to take in the fascinating overlooks scattered throughout the park. Visitors are treated to panoramic views of the surrounding forests and the full, breathtaking expanse of the Genesee River Gorge.
The Great Bend Overlook is one of the most photogenic areas in the park, offering stunning views of the Genesee River's gorge.
From these overlooks, we can sense the calm of the environment, accompanied by the sounds of wildlife scattered throughout the park. Letchworth State Park is home to red foxes, woodchucks, coyotes, bald eagles, and many other creatures that add to the highlights of this amazing experience. This state park features 66 miles of trails for hiking, walking, and even horseback riding. It's surrounded by the Glen Iris Estate, cabins, and 270 campsites, allowing visitors to extend their stay and fully immerse themselves in the park's beauty. Back at the Lower Falls, we cross the Stone Arch Bridge, a handcrafted stone bridge built in the 1930s. It offers a stunning view of the Lower Falls and is the only bridge that crosses the river in all of the 15,000 acres of this marvel-filled escape.
New York State is full of fascinating wonders and history, showcasing the connection between the planet's evolving ecosystem and modern technologies. It also exhibits a tumultuous story of the early settlers and their relationship with the natives, showcasing the darker segments of the biography of the New World. I'm Jose, and I thank you for joining me on this tour of Letchworth State Park. Until next time.